I'm good. I haven't. I know that you're still editing those like Book of Mario streams.
Yeah, I just put one out on Saturday, actually. Who did that? Who slapped me in the face? Rebby slapped me in the face. Angel Hearts and Jax are also here. Welcome.
Hi. Can actually turn on share chat. Silly Willy. I won't see your alerts though. Who say this?
Just putting out all the go lives out, everyone. I will be with chat in momentarily.
You're doing some self promo.
Yeah. I don't know how much it helps, but every little bit.
That's fair. Oh, little nod, little cat. Little cat meow. I don't usually do the, unless it's like a particularly special thing I'm doing, I usually just don't put the like going live things. I should, but I don't. Hi, Azaha.
Hello.
I'm just lazy.
Right. And now we'll just head up blue sky here.
I like the blue ski. I know some people say it's boring, but I'm like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I wish it was more popular. But
yeah. People want the drama, and most people are just posting pictures. So yeah. There's not a whole lot of drama.
Okay.
Drawings.
Alright. Now I can get started on the actual art.
Yay!
Camber Demon, or sorry, I'm Dark Souls brained. Camber Dragon, Ribby, Zoha, Angel Hearts, Jax, all y'all, welcome. We are gonna make a pixel art of this feller today.
Yay, feller!
Gonna try my best. They are a Chimera VTuber. They have like a lion, goat, snake thing. It's gonna be real interesting.
A snake butt.
Probably actually cheat a little bit here and grab a hoof from a Rabbitash or a different Horsemon, and then a cat foot from someone else.
Ooh. We love shortcuts. Oh.
Yeah. But what are you working on, Rebby?
What is Rebby working on?
I guess I can find out by bringing up your chat.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
You said Rebby.
No. Man.
So I was like,
it's weird because
I thought she was in the chat, and I was like waiting on her to say something.
Oh.
So I was just,
I don't know. Is Rebby working on something?
Isn't she usually?
She's usually working on something. She's been making like a little plush for me.
Aww.
A Groudon plush.
A what kind of plush?
A Groudon plush.
Oh, cute.
It's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't hear what you said at all. Oh. I don't know how to transform into a frog.
Okay.
Oh well.
Alright, yeah, we can probably grab that, but are there any other better Horsemon out there?
What about Mudrock, Bray Rock, or whatever? The big rock horse.
Mudbrave, that's Donkey, but let's see. Mudsdale. No, that foot's a little bit too big.
Horse. It's a horse. Taurus, maybe? Taurus has little feet.
Yeah, maybe Taurus will work.
But yeah, I'm working on my little animation. This is pretty much one of the only things I've been working on this month, aside from everyone's little portraits and the Sonic animation that I started on a whim.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I sent you the little questions, but for today, there are a bunch of little questions that I wanted to ask you. There's nothing too terrible or invasive. And some of them I feel like I probably know. Probably just one. But I would like, because this is animation, I've been bringing people on and asking them about their cartoon preferences. So with these are gonna seem very bare bones because of the nature in which I know everyone, which is there are different degrees. And I did not send you the questions, so these are probably gonna be new to you, but they're easy. My first question to you is, what is your favorite piece of animation?
Favorite piece of animation? As far as like actual animation goes, like Demon Slayer. Ever heard of that show? Watched that show?
Yeah, I heard of it. It's got a lot of like
good animation.
It's got good animation. It's got like a good, very graphic, blocky style to it.
Yeah, I really love the animation in that show.
That's very fair. It's got a lot of fun, like visual effects.
Yeah.
The fires
like,
and the lightnings.
Apparently, all those flashy effects that you see aren't actually happening. It's just to make the show look cooler.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So all the sword fighters in there, they're really good, mind you. But like the actual fire or the lightning that comes out of them, that's not happening in real life in the show.
It's not canon to the show. It's just them spicing it up.
Just doing,
having a good time.
That's what it is.
Oh, all right, sports fan, get you some pizza. Pizza is good.
I had a slice of pizza today.
I did not have any pizza today, but it's never too late for me to get pizza. Hello, Rose. Welcome in. So that's your favorite animation?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm surprised
I
you
don't
didn't
get to watch
say,
a lot of movies.
I mean, that's fair. I'm surprised you didn't say ReZero, if I'm honest.
ReZero's, I like it for its story, and there were some really good animation things in ReZero this season.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Demon Slayer really takes a cake as far as like actual animation goes.
That's fair. You know crime? I don't know what that has to do with pizza, unless you're stealing it. But,
No, they've never had pizza, and that is a crime.
Oh, I see. You don't like melted cheese? Are you like a real big texture person? Because that would make sense. I know some people can't handle certain textures. Especially if they're... Stop. You've violated the law.
You violated the law!
I don't think it's illegal to not eat pizza. I think it's just kinda surprising. To most people. Pizza's so yummy. Why? I don't think that works. Why did I think that worked? You're very picky
Does it
about
smell
what
good or
food
look-
you like.
I feel like it's very subjective because to me,
I
this
think-
pizza smells real good.
And I think it looks good. So, yeah. I mean, everything like looks and smells is subjective, so. There are pizzas that don't have cheese as well. That's true. There's cheeseless
Yep.
pizzas.
Alright, I think I got some good feats
Wait!
for this.
What'd you find?
So I used Rabadash's hoof for his right foot and Luxray's foot for his left.
Oh.
So now I kind of gotta draw in the rest of them.
That's
So
okay.
kind of like figure out what his pants look like. What's your favorite piece of animation?
It changes. So whenever I ask the question, I also put some subcategories if you'd like to know what those were that I didn't send you because I'm a heathen. Because some people have a hard time choosing one. I let them take options. So I had the option of like favorite Disney movie or like Disney property. It doesn't have to be like a movie. If you like, I really liked the DuckTales show. And then like favorite anime, favorite like game, and then if you have like just like a YouTube thing or like an artist on YouTube that you really like. I like Doobus Goobus on YouTube. I like
Goobus.
Doobus Goobus. It got a really simple kind of animation art style, but I think it's very charming.
Check that out.
And then my favorite Disney movie is Hercules. There's a lot of different kinds of anime that I like. As far as like stylized stuff, I think that Mob Psycho has a lot of really cool animation.
Yeah, I do like that one as well.
Mob Psycho is very cool. And then
Yeah.
I don't know. I like what is the I mean, I like a lot of stylized games, so it's really hard and there's so many. Which doesn't like, you know, it doesn't really narrow it down to be like games, but some people have just like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are like, I only play a couple games, so like, these are the ones I like. So it's a lot easier. But I don't know. The game one is probably the hardest one, but I do like my Professor Layton. I think it's very fun. 2D little DS game. I guess it's not always 2D, but a lot of it was.
I've known some people that really like that series.
I'm so stoked. I'm actually stoked and also pissed off because I think that the new one is going to be on the Switch too, and I hope to God it isn't.
Is it a Nintendo exclusive?
It usually is. So I mean, it's whenever they had the thing, it was on like the Nintendo Direct. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's a Nintendo exclusive, but I feel like most people play it for like, because it was like a DS game and like pretty much just DS for a while there. They had some like mobile ports and they had some like, yeah, some ports. I think maybe even like Steam has a port of it, but I don't know. I would love if they would do like how they did with the Ace Attorney games, if they did like a full Steam port. If they haven't already. They may have. I don't actually know. I haven't looked, because I just love to play the games on their original console, because it has so many like specific, what do you call it, things.
Rosequa, they got their account hat, but it looks like they got it back. Good on you. Rosequa GXE.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I hadn't seen the chat in a second. Kay has some good animations for anime, at least. I mean, anime has like quite a few very impressive animated animations. I know that people kind of like riff on anime for using like the PNGs and like the pans and stuff, but I'm just like, yeah, I mean, you know, that's just any TV animation. They gotta work with what they got.
Can't be a masterpiece every time. That costs money.
I was gonna say, I mean, I was like, it could if they had the money.
Yeah.
But that is where... That's where the thing. You like horror stuff? I also am a horror fan. I don't... Kirk, you're more of into, like, fantasy stuff.
Yeah, RPGs. But I do like my platformers. So Super Mario, Yoshi's Island. But I also I played a lot of FPSs back in the day, like Halo and Call of Duty, but I don't do those anymore. I'm healthier now.
I like myself more.
Yeah. Then of course, yeah, I get how they can like give you motion sickness for some people.
Yeah, that's what they do for me. I'm like, I don't know where I'm at. It's confusing. Also, I don't like when people call me slurs.
That's one good thing about it.
A good thing is that people call you a slur.
Yeah,
I mean, you can rely
usually
on it.
if you ever I've always had.
If you ever want to
I've
be called
always
a slur.
had the stuff off.
Yeah, that's fair.
So no one could hear me, and I couldn't hear them. But I would get the occasional hate message that says bad things.
Yeah. Oh,
but
for
then
sure.
By that point, it's just funny.
Yeah, you just kind of become jaded. I've been playing, I think, Marvel Rivals at this point is probably my most played kind of multiplayer game. I don't like people either, Rose, which is why most of my favorite games, you'll notice, are one person. Before I started streaming, I almost never played multiplayer games, and when I did, it was like couch co-op, like Mario Party and shit. So like, I never got into COD, I never got into like League of Legends, I never got into like, what's that other one? The one where they like have the like knife selling and shit.
CS:GO? Counter-Strike?
Yeah, CS, Counter-Strike. Yeah. Yep. Never played that. Also, like, FPS is not my favorite in general. Because I tend to go toward more narrative or stylized games. And I feel like, not that FPS doesn't have narrative, because there are tons of FPS games that have a good narrative, but usually if I have to move really fast, it's really difficult for me to know, like I get disoriented, and then like I will just get my ass handed to me before I even know what had happened. I'm just like, oh, I'm dead. You played Half-Life but never finished it? That's fair. I don't know anything about Half-Life except Gordon and the thing, the wrench.
I will have to play Half-Life before I die. That's like a required game.
Yeah? Just because it's like a classic?
Yeah. and
That's
then get pissed at Valve for never making Half-Life 3.
You can join the club. I will say I've been into Look Outside recently. If you like psychological horror, that's not really a psychological horror. It's more of like a body horror with like cosmic horror undertones. But I've been liking it. It's very like in depth. It's kind of on the same level of Fear and Hunger if you've seen it around. I'll play Half-Life when they confirm Half-Life 3 is in production. I mean, hey, we all have our price.
You know, it definitely is possible, because what they did with Half-Life Alyx, they kind of tied it into the main game and says, hey, Freeman, we got a job to do. And then
he's like,
the game ends right there.
I think that they just like, I don't even know what they would do at this point. Like with Half-Life. It's been over like 20 years or something. You unsurprisingly...
Like
oh no, sorry, you talk.
Yeah, everyone was probably going to be like, if they ever do release it, they'll think like, we waited 30 years for this. Inevitably, there's no way they can make the perfect video game.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of people who were like disappointed by Kingdom Hearts 3, and it also had like a really long like living in production hell timeline. I also like Portal 1 and 2. I think the difference between Portal is that most of the time in Portal you can just walk around and like think about it, because it's more of a puzzle game. So I could play Portal and be pretty okay. There are sections where you have to like act fast in the moment, and usually I would die on those sections, but then I'd be like, oh, I guess I have to like move, huh? Because in the first Portal, I don't know if anyone hasn't played Portal at this point, but you get lied to in that game. Spoiler alert, there's a liar in the game. Yeah. So at the end, like Gladys will be like, oh, you just need to like get on this railway and escape, and then there'll be cake there. And then I just sat on the railway. I was like, cool, I'm done with the game. And then I fucin' died. I was like, what the hell?
You go into the oven, it's like, oh, I'm the cake.
Yeah, I literally I just was like, this kind of looks like fire. Like, what am I supposed, like, I just was like fully like, I guess I win the game because I'm stupid. Like, I knew she was lying to me, but I was like, I didn't know what else I was supposed to do. I was like, I don't see anything. But there's like yeah, you gotta like look around. I feel like I died there a couple times because I genuinely was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, I don't see anything I can put my little portal on. But I figured it out eventually. Yep. But that's one of those things that make you have to like act fast. But I was like, oh, I didn't have my brain.
Metroid Prime, also like one of my top favorite series. That's an FPS. And it's kind of like Portal, where like there are slow segments, but like when you're facing a boss or like surrounded by enemies, you gotta start putting your head on a swivel.
Yeah, see, I think that I would be okay with Metroid up until like a boss fight happened, and like I could probably figure out a boss fight, but it would be like that kind of thing where I would die a lot because I'm like, I don't really know what's going on, and things are like beating the shit out of me from behind, and I'm like, I can't comprehend what is happening right now.
Yeah.
And then I would just be dead. And I'm like, why did I die? It's like, well, you just sat there while something just wailed on you from behind. I'm like, I don't know. Seems rigged. Kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but I'm really excited for Metroid Prime 4, and it would be the only reason why I'd get a Switch 2, but currently there isn't a release date on it, so I don't have a reason to get a Switch 2 the moment it comes out.
I don't like the concept of Switch 2. I'm a Switch 2 hater.
Yeah.
I'm a D1 Switch 2 hater.
I don't really like it either. Like some of the policies that they're doing on it.
I don't like that they're trying to like get rid of like physical games. I'm like, what is the point in me having a Switch then? Question. Why would I ever get a Switch if I can't, like, if it requires me to have the internet to use? Because I feel like a big thing with like consoles and like is like you can, you know, they're fucking portable. You can take them everywhere. Like, oh, sorry, I have to hook my fucking internet up to it. Like, what's the point? Let me play Mario Party, you whores. But I also, I guess, like, with the Switch now, you have to also... I guess you can play Mario Party couch co-op with it in its current state.
You can. But, like, the other thing that they were doing is, like, you can't really mod your games. Like, they still own the games even after you buy them. That's kind of like what's happening.
Yeah, see, I don't like that shit, because they're like, we get money, and then you get to go fuck yourself. And I'm like, I don't know why me fucking myself has to be in the equation. I could just, like, give you money and then not go fuck myself. Like, why wasn't that in the, like, boardroom meeting? Why does the fucking of myself have to be in the equation at all? It didn't. That's the answer.
Yeah, it's like, if they find, like, that you've modded your Switch 2, they'll brick it.
Fucked up. Fucked up. That's what I'm saying. They're like, they're making everything so online so they can just be like, oh, you've lost your license. And I'm like, you suck ass, dude. I love my stupid little Nintendo DS. I think it's the best system Nintendo ever made. People are mainly upset how Nintendo is not even hiding their greed.
Oh yeah, they've pretty much started. Games are $80 now.
Yeah, I mean, I get the game. I'm not even really that mad that they're making games more expensive because, like, just because of like the economy, and games have been like the same price for like literally so long. It's crazy. Like. Yeah. I'm not that upset about that. I am more upset about like the internet shit and the like basically low-key getting rid of like physical games. I like some RPG games. I like the Mario. I've never played Paper Mario outside of like voicing it in Kirk's videos. I've never actually played it on my own, but they look fun. Apparently that new game, Expedition 33 Obscura or whatever, is like an RPG style game.
Yeah, I'm actually going to play that game after I finish Xenoblade.
Good. Hope you like it.
Should be hopefully a pretty good game.
I've only heard good things.
Toxivex, hello, welcome.
Yay!
I'll get you a shout out here.
Thank you for the raid.
Welcome everyone. I am Kirk Laney, Sky Protagonist. I am joined with my friend Tiref Mitsu.
Hello.
We're both doing art stuff today.
Yep, I'm having Kirk on as my host for my little event Ani-May-tion. Every day this month I've had a guest on while I animate, or I've had like animation themed events. I had a Gardic phone with my friends where I taught them very basic animation things, and then I had a Gardic phone with viewers. It was my first time doing that, so that was fun. Did you know that Gardic phone has like a what do you call that? Like you can moderate it. They have like a moderation system. So that if you're streaming it, you can like go through and make sure nobody's like being a shitter.
Sounds like a good thing.
No, it absolutely is, and I didn't know they had that function, because I'm always so scared to do games like that, because I'm like, someone can just come in and be like, you know, doing some crazy shit, and then and then you're like, well, doesn't feel like there's anything I could have done about that.
Yep.
Well, have a
Delete
good
the
night,
VOD now.
Rose. I hope you
Alright,
sleep
night, Rose.
well. Your games being 80 again, it instantly went, ah yes, horrible pricing that's gonna be the normal thing. Cannot wait for the kinda cheap looking Pokemon remake. Yeah. I'm not much on the Pokemon, but I get the price increase in that. I think that is like not ideal, but kind of like I get it. The rest of it I'm just like, okay, y'all are just evil then. You're just selfish and evil, and you want to make sure that no one can use your IP ever for anything, even millions of years down the road.
Right.
Fucked up.
The thing that really got me was like, if you want to play Zelda Breath of the Wild and play all of its DLC, you still gotta pay for all that DLC on for like the Switch 2 re-release. It doesn't come with it.
Fucked up. Like if especially for a re-release, you're not even gonna do us a solid and just include it.
Yeah, that's kind of like the standard for every re-release, is just to include all the DLCs. Not Nintendo though.
I said, when you bought it once, you can buy it again. Alright, I mean, I don't know why I gotta be like that. Yeah.
Real damn shame that I love their games, but I hate their practices.
That's that old capitalism for you, baby. But yeah, I need to turn my light on. It is Detroit becoming dark.
Sometimes, like Tears of the Kingdom, you can see it given it's a sequel, already a pretty big game, so $70 makes sense, but $80 for Mario Kart Tour is insane. You stick with your free Toontown fan games.
That's the thing, is like they're going out of their way to like make all of their shit inaccessible. That's my thing, is like the reason that a lot of people I know even use the Switch is because they like physical games. Like they like to be able to just pop a little cartridge in and then just start going. If they make it to where you have to like continue, like even like I have a friend who literally waited to buy Mario Party knowing that they would have to like get the online thing anyway so that they could have the physical game, because they got it to play with me, but they were gonna have to get online anyway. And they have online for like they have online for other games and stuff, but they still like, if they can, they will always get like a physical copy. So if they kind of like make physical copies like just nothing, just like, you know, just to be like, yep, here it is, but it doesn't like mean shit, it doesn't actually work as a physical copy, like that person's probably not gonna like get a Switch 2. I'll be like, well, fuck that.
Oh, Sorath.
Hi, Sorath. Look at E. But E. I think my next question was probably a little easier. Maybe not. I don't know. You say you don't watch, but you watch anime, and you just don't watch many movies.
A little bit. Yeah.
I was gonna say, what is a animation that you watched recently that you really liked?
Recently, huh?
It can be a rewatch or like something completely new to you. It's however you want to answer it.
Did you ever see the Donkey Kong video that came out like last year?
Didn't you send it to me?
Actually, I think so. It wasn't. Hold on.
It was like
Ow.
the King K. Rool song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hydrate.
Okay.
Yeah, Return to Crocodile Isle. That's what it's called. Really good. I turned off my YouTube. Go me. I wasn't streaming to YouTube. I was just playing music through it. That's loud. All right. Sure, that one. Who hydrated me? Okay, Rebby did.
Drink the drink.
And Oxavex hydrated me. Rebby posture checked me. Okay.
Take care of yourself, fool. But yeah, that was really cool. I like the blend of like the 2D, 3D style. I feel like 3D gets a lot of flack. I don't have the same level of like purists ideals with 2D, 3D animation. I think they both are very challenging in different ways.
Right.
I'm just like really good. If it's really good, it's really good. I'm not. I understand. I understand the challenges. Oh. So, but I do know there are people that are like, oh no, not that 3D garbage, 2D or no D. I think that's
I mean,
that's
in animes when they use 3D, you can tell that sometimes they aren't trying, but I think sometimes they can get it right.
I think
but
that
sometimes like it's real jarring.
I will say that like sometimes I will see when they like use it for like background characters, and it's very funny because like the background characters are just like very rudimentary.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like, oh, I get it. Oh, thank you for following Angel's Hearts. Appreciate it. Little hearts. You're not fully against the Switch 2 pricing, like the console being sure, alright, adds up, especially since the Switch itself probably won't get a price cut and will get continued support. What you're completely against is why those Joy-Cons are almost $100. That is wild. I didn't even know about that. That's so crazy. That's a lot of money for a Joy-Con.
Yeah, hopefully my controller that Rebby got me will work with the Switch 2. I like that thing. I've never had a problem with it so far.
I hope it survives. I want nothing but goodness for your controller.
Joy-Con 2s are $95. Aren't even sure if they'll drift.
They probably will.
Probably. That's how they get you to buy more.
I don't. I will say that, does Nintendo still do the thing where you can like mail them your shit, your broken shit, and they'll fix it?
I don't know. I've used that service twice.
I used it for them to fix. I accidentally crushed my DS in the car door, and I almost cried. It was in my pocket, if you're wondering how the fuck that happens. It was in my pocket, and my jacket was really long, and it got stuck in the door. And I was gonna cry. And someone's like,
times I've used it where I closed the DS a little bit too hard and cracked it. And the other time was when I was playing Super Smash Brothers and the game just stopped. And it was making some kind of death noise. And this was actually kind of like a known thing to happen with Smash Bros. And the Wii. But they managed to get it fixed.
That's good.
Oh, hi, Kitty.
I liked when they had like stuff like that. I don't know if they still do it, but I was like, you know what? That's chill as hell, dude. Y'all gonna just fix my shit? Appreciate you. But now they're like, no, y'all can go fuck yourselves. Give us money. Like, I don't know why. We've talked about this. Why did that have to be in the equation at all? It didn't. It didn't.
Do Pro Controllers 85. Do like that one shocked cat gif covering his mouth. You're like, what are they cooking with these prices?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell ya.
I think they're just like... I think these are terrible, like, decisions. Like, I don't know. I'm like... Y'all are just hateful. Y'all are hateful and selfish. And then some fucking indie game for free on, like, itch.io or some shit.
Yeah. All these Pokemon fan games that I play that have way more substantial gameplay than an actual Pokemon game, and they're all free.
It's crazy. And then like fucking Balatro, which is like $10 for so much just like gameplay. It's crazy work. Just like, it makes you look like a little shitter. Alright? You look like a shitter now. Are you happy? Nintendo?
Yeah.
This what you wanted? All my friends.
I hope Monolith gets out of Nintendo so that their games can be on other platforms.
Is Monolith who
and
makes
Xenoblade.
Xenoblade. Why was I gonna say Chrono Trigger?
No, that's Square, and they're never going to do anything more to Chrono Trigger.
Nah. Square is like... They're like, we got our properties that make money. We're good.
I wonder if it's like some kind of licensing thing, because it was like Akira Toriyama who originally did the art on that, and then like other devs that are on different places now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of low-key hoping for a one of those pixel remaster games that, you know how Octopath Traveler looks.
Yeah, those are
Chrono
cute.
Trigger.
I like those kind of style. The like 2.5D or whatever, like the little pixel characters walking around in like a very like stylized 3D environment. It's very nice. Oh, hello. Somebody out there just burp, 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 burp.
Yeah, I didn't get too much sleep last night because my cousin thought it'd be a good idea to wean cows after like the weekend on Memorial Day.
Wean cows? Like, be like, you can't drink the mommy milk?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly what it is, but they just moo and moo all night.
They're whiners. They're like, no, I want milk. Like, no, you don't get milk. You're a grown-up cow.
Yeah.
Funny Wii Wheel for the Switch 2 is $25. I don't know what the Funny Wii Wheel is.
Oh, it's like a controller for car games, mostly just for Mario Kart. I didn't know they had a Wii Wheel for Switch.
I guess they do. They already have it priced. Is Deltarune $25? I thought it was cheaper.
Currently, Deltarune is free, but I think Deltarune will probably cost money here.
When they get the other chapters going.
Yeah.
I mean, it should cost money. I don't think that it... I mean, they've been, like, developing it for years.
Yeah.
At this point.
And it definitely should cost money. And it's pretty good to have, like, the first 2 chapters for free.
Yeah. No, for sure. I'm just like... I don't think that's a bad business model. I will say that people who, like... I think... I could be wrong. I think Toby Fox said Delta Ruby $24.99. Sick. I think that Toby Fox said that, like, the next... I think he's just going to release all of it at the same time. Like,
Chapters
whenever...
3 and 4 are coming out next week.
What?
On the 4th.
Huh? I didn't realize they were just about to be here.
Yeah, that's why I started playing it.
Oh. I didn't realize so soon. Fuck. I truly live under a rock. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was actually revealed during the Switch 2 presentation.
Oh. And then chapters 5 through 7 will release later for free. That's awesome. Good. Is it on Steam or like where is it released at?
I think on all platforms that it's on.
I was gonna say, because I know that like the first 2 were just like, here's a fucking EXE, you know? He just was like...
You shop on PlayStation.
Nice. Not Xfuck yet. For free isn't really how it is. They will be part of what you already paid for. Yeah. I mean... Yeah. But it's still like they're adding it on like after the fact. I mean, you say that it's like for free isn't really how it is, but also with the way that companies are, they could have easily been like, oh yeah, the next chapter you have to pay an extra like $20 for, you know? So like, it's not necessarily crazy to be like, oh, they're adding it for free. Because you look at things like Poppy Playtime or like other things that do chapter releases, and they will make you pay per chapter. They won't just add it on. Which is like, you know, is like, it's fair because it's like at the end of the day, I think that if you paid for all of Poppy Playtime at the end, it's going to be like $60 or something, which is as much as like a usual game. But also, they haven't released them yet, and they might change their shit. So, you never know with these companies. Hello, Draco. Welcome in. We're talking about how companies are poop butt. But yeah, no, I think that's totally fair. And you have those guys who basically release different chapters as completely different games. I mean, that's basically how most people do it. They don't like flow into each other at all. They're just like, oh, you're on this section now. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Dark Deception, but I like how they've been doing their releases. They feel like they flow together. And whenever they actually release it, it actually, like, if you, like, you can just play it through. It's cool. Why are you not letting me draw? You're giving me a little X mark. I want a little X mark.
Ah!
Uh-oh. You got cursed. You got cursed with hydration.
Thankfully, it was just hydration and not a outfit change. That will not be spoken of.
I'm surprised you even have outfit change. I just have my little one outfit, and then sometimes I can put on a blankie.
Hell, I kind of agreed to get $20 for this particular outfit change.
I saw.
Because I never wanted to do it in the first place.
That's very fair. I have another question for you if you are ready.
Yeah.
What is your least favorite animation?
Least favorite?
Or an animated title?
I might catch some heat for this, but have you ever seen Hoodwinked?
Yes.
I hate the look of that movie.
Aw, thank you for the squibble. My alerts are brokey, but I'll... Wait. Are my alerts even on right now?
I get it. They didn't have a lot of money. And,
yeah.
like, I know why it looks bad, but I personally just don't care. It looks bad.
Sorry, I was doing my sub sound because it's broken. Yeah, I mean, I personally think Hoodwinked is charming because it looks so janky. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not borderline horrific. Especially like the human characters, they look so bad. The fucking lumberjack guy, that guy is a demon.
Looks like
that guy.
It looks like a nightmare.
That is a nightmare. His freaking like when he just slides into the fucking house and is just like robotically moving his hands around. It's so scary. Five Nights at Freddy's could never.
Yeah.
And like all of his little like his child minions, it's just horrific.
Oh my god, I forgot about those.
Yup. The animal characters aren't as bad because I think that they're more stylized because they're animals and they're more anthropomorphic. However, they are still not great.
But the wolf and the goat, those ones don't look all that bad. It's just like the human characters with their huge eyes and really robotic movements.
Yeah, they're very scary looking. The New Norm, definitely the worst you've ever seen. Oh god. The New Norm. Ugh.
Oh. But you have to remind me.
I was like, have you had the misfortune of knowing that exists?
I've only seen clips of it, but it's just like Elon Musk dick sucking.
Yeah, that's all it is. But it's like not even. You say you've only seen clips of it. I think that all of it is only like 5 minutes long. Like it is just a clip. And I am fully convinced it only exists to just slurp the Elon cock and to just grift. Like, I just don't believe that you guys think that their original, like, mission statement was, like, to go back to a more non-biased, like, comedy. And that is not what they did. They're like, oh, we'll be like, you know, other adult animations, and we'll make fun of both sides, and just kind of like put up a mirror to how silly everyone's being, haha. And then it's like, doesn't do that at all. Yeah. Like I was like, all right. I mean, you can lie if you want. You are on the internet. And it also really just looks shitty.
Yeah.
It looks like poo-poo caca. Yeah, it's just clips. It's not a show. But it's a show enough that it looks like ass. Let's see. Why is that not reading how I want? I didn't actually put a line there, and I thought I would know what I was doing, and I don't. Yeah, Hoodwinked looks very scary. I will say, I don't think Hoodwinked is as... I mean, it's definitely not visually appealing. But right. I think it has charm to it, at least, where I'm like, okay, this is, like, silly. There are definitely some shows that I'm like, One of my big ones that I'm like, I can't. Like, if you force me to, like, have to, like, sit there and speak of this property's, like, good things... I probably could find something good about it, but I also just hate it. I'm not sure if you're probably aware of Sausage Party as a property.
I have heard of that, yes.
I hate it. It's so ugly. Like, why did we need that? I'm also just a Seth Rogen hater. Which isn't to say that anything he's in I automatically dislike, because that's not true. But... him being the main character definitely didn't help it. You are neutral about Seth Rogen. I am a Seth Rogen disliker.
I think the only good thing Seth Rogen has been in is the Super Mario movie, where he was Donkey Kong.
He's certainly far from the worst Rogen. Yeah, I mean,
actually, I'm lying. He's Alan the Alien in Invincible, which I have not seen.
He is Alan the Alien in Invincible, and Invincible is really good. Like, there are things that Seth Rogen is in that I don't hate, and there are things that he's, like, a part of that I don't hate, but I'm like, ugh. I don't like you very much, brother. And it's not even, like, him as a person. Like, I don't know him. It's just his work. I don't know if that's worse or better, but, like... most of his, like, I'm not a big fan of, like, fucking, all his, like, stoner shit, his stoner movies and, like, Knocked Up and shit like that. I'm like, it's not for me. I don't think it's funny. I think it's just, like, people being assholes, and I'm also not a huge fan of the, like, you know... the like nerdy guy self-insert shit like Kick-Ass, where he's just like, yeah, I now have this like super hot girlfriend because now I'm just like super cool and stuff. I'm just like, okay. Like, just very clearly like self-insert jerking yourself off kind of deal.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, buddy.
I think self-inserts can be good as you're just humble about yourself.
I don't have an issue with self-inserts. It's whenever they're like fan fiction and just like self-congratulatory.
Yeah, all these isekais where the plot's basically the same because everyone's lived the same life who's written them.
Yeah. It's true. And there's so many isekai. I mean, you wouldn't. You're fully aware of the isekai situation,
right?
I don't have a problem with isekai as a concept, but I do have a problem with how it is in its current state.
Like, what if we did this, but now they're a vending machine in a dungeon?
I honestly prefer the stupider ones. Over,
the stupid ones are actually good. Like the one with the Power Ranger going through the Isekai world, that one was actually good.
Was it you who was telling? Somebody was telling me about the like Red Rangers in the Isekai world, and I was like, that actually sounds really fun. Like, that's a fun thing to do, and it like references its own like show within the show. Like, it almost has like two worlds going on.
Yeah.
That's very cool, which I guess is like what isekai is supposed to do, but usually they're just like, yeah, I'm just a badass now. Like, right. Okay.
Like, I have a smartphone that can do anything. Like, conjure a gun.
I feel like that's kind of funny if that's how it actually worked. They're just like,
it's like in another world with my smartphone. I don't think it actually conjured a gun. He just like used his knowledge of our world to make guns.
I feel like that's not how that would go down. But I do wish that they just like, my smartphone is just like hacking the new world. That would be like a better concept. Cause like a lot of times people will get like fucking isekai'd into the game. Like if they could just straight up hack the game, like with their phone, like just like what's the word, like jailbreak it. I feel like that would be so funny. Like they could make that so stupid.
I've never seen that one, but I know that people
real.
actually hate that one.
What?
In another world with my smartphone. That's a real thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the thing I was saying. I was like, no, I'm just saying shit. That's not real. It would. Feel like it would be more interesting if it was done that way.
Yeah, but I do recall one clip out of there where like this really snotty-nosed noble is talking trash about him, and then the guy just pulls out his gun on him and shoots him.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny.
I was like, wait, I thought this was a bad show.
I mean, bad shows can have good clippable moments, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's very stupid. See, I feel like if you're gonna take your isekai seriously and not just be like really stupid, you need to be doing something more than just like video game nerd man gets isekai'd into the fantasy world and is suddenly like dope as hell for no reason.
That's why I like ReZero so much, is because it takes all those stupid concepts and it's like, okay, what if we were more realistic about this? Oh, and he has to suffer every time.
Yeah, because he has like time powers or some shit, right?
Yeah, the only thing he's got is that he goes back to a different point in time every time he dies.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. He's not a badass in any other way.
Yeah.
And he has to go against like things that he has no chance of defeating.
You're like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna die again.
Pretty much.
Likes to make his characters suffer, even if it's not his OCs. Who are you making suffer? Yeah. Or it's you just like when characters have arcs.
Yes, I like when characters earn their stuff and not just handed it to themselves.
That's fair. I as a horror enjoyer, I guess I also like when the characters suffer a little bit. I feel like when they suffer a little bit, I can like enjoy their successes more. I'm just like, yes, brother, you fucking earned this. Like, you worked you went through hell on earth for this. I'm so happy for you. But then if it's like, I don't know, I'm like, you didn't do anything. Not that I think people need in life to do things to be happy. But like, if I'm watching a fucking fictitious thing, there's supposed to be a narrative, and I'm like, I want you to earn it. Suffer for me.
Right.
Suffer for my entertainment and come out the end better as a fictional character. Hi, Bill. Welcome in. But yeah, I definitely get the desire to want like the characters to work for like their happy ending or whatever. If they even have one.
Yeah, if I wanted for them to be happy, I wouldn't be watching that anime. I'd be watching a slice of life.
Right. Suffer for me. Yeah, I'm not even like super maybe that's why I don't like slice of life. I'm like, there's not enough suffering here. Too much joy and whimsy for my liking. Click. Let me go find one where they will writhe around in pain for a bit. Yes.
Need to find a good head to put on his shoulders.
Is it like an aminal head or is it a people head?
It's a people head.
Oh, okay. I can't help you then. There's too many people heads.
Yeah, there are. Preferably someone who has a head sort of like his, long hair and a beard, but I'm probably gonna have to make
What's
those myself.
What's that fucking that guy that newer not a newer a Lowland man brother guy.
The Lonely Man. I don't think there's a sprite of him.
Oh. Yeah, that is a newer game. Probably not. It's probably all 3D.
I have only gens 1 through 5 to work with, and whatever's in my fan game folders.
Fair enough. I don't know enough about Pokemon. I know some of the characters. I do think that the character I'm talking about would have been a good base, but yeah, probably don't have.
There's probably a fan-made sprite of him somewhere.
Mubba.
People like to make sprites of characters.
Really? You, a pixel sprite person, are saying this in my stream?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Weird coincidence. Probably unrelated. Alright, I have one more prepared question for you. And then I suppose we'll spend this next hour yapping. But the next question is maybe a harder one. What is your biggest animation hear me out? And this can be just a title you feel like is either risque or you feel like doesn't get enough love for whatever reason. Or it can just be a trope. I had somebody say that.
Question.
Huh?
That is a good question.
Yeah, I had somebody say that they think that some anime just don't need to be as long as they are. It's okay. It's okay if you end anime. They don't have to go on forever.
Yeah, that I can personally agree with. I feel like series need to have endings for them to be good, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because the thing is, a bad ending can really sour a show.
Yeah.
Like Attack on Titan, or Game of Thrones. Both of which, I didn't watch Game of Thrones ever, and I never finished Attack on Titan, so there's that.
Was there 3 seasons of the final season of Attack on Titan? Am I crazy?
Yeah, it was part 1, part 2, and part 3 maybe. Because how many? Because yeah. There were definitely parts to the season. Googling. I'm using Google.
Yeah, it's a little too bushy.
Yeah, it was split into 3 parts.
Huh.
1 through 16 are part 1. And this is of the final season. 17 through 28 are part 2. And then the final chapters, which consists of 2-hour-long episodes, I guess. So yeah. They sure did do that. Which, number one, I think is such a bad marketing thing. And I feel like there was a lot of time in between all the parts too. People are now no longer interested by the time all that shit comes out. They don't care.
Yeah, that's the thing. You mentioned Kingdom Hearts earlier having a long development time, and where it takes too long for a series to come back, and then there's no hope in just making it be the best thing ever made.
Right, there's too much expectation around it, and then it's like, you're fucked, buddy. Like,
yeah,
everyone has their idea of what they want it to be, and it is not gonna be what y'all made. No matter what.
Personally, I think Kingdom Hearts was kind of like an ad-libbed story. Like, they didn't know what they wanted to make as soon as they made one game. And like, okay, what comes after? And then like, oh shit, there's a plot hole. And now we needed a whole new game for it.
Yeah, I don't think when they got Kingdom Hearts, they were really trying to, like, create some, like, I don't know. It's too damn, like, goofy for me to believe that it was like a long con planned thing.
Yeah. Like, if it was me, I would have introduced like the Organization 13 members like in the first game.
I think the most they did was introduce, I don't even know, they put him in like the little Organization 13 like hoodie or something in like the post credits of the first one, I think. Or was it the second one? They definitely, like, hinted at it. Because you see the hooded guys throughout, but then, like, in the second one, they become more of a story piece. So it does feel like they had the idea of nobodies, because they had, Sora get his shit ripped out in the first one.
Yeah, maybe someone can like correct me on that, but I don't remember seeing a single Organization 13 member in the first game at all. It was just beat Ansem. That was it.
Well, isn't Ansem? He's in the little, like, the cloak or whatever. Is he not?
Yes, but Ansem was...
It was like a extra boss battle, kinda. Am I mistaken?
That's Xemnas you're thinking of.
I think they're the same person.
The nobody version, they are, but they're technically not. So like, Ansem is the heartless, Xemnas is the nobody. That's what I think it is.
But yeah, but he was still in it, the first one.
Yeah, but that's like before you even knew
what they were.
What a nobody even was. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know if it was like a definitive edition thing only.
I honestly have no idea. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts in so long. My knowledge of it is probably also like very melded. Like, I'm like, oh, I know this happens, but I'm like, maybe it doesn't even happen in Kingdom Hearts 1. Maybe it is in Kingdom Hearts 2, because there's definitely shit where I'm like, wait, what happened to this sequence? It's like, no, that's in the next one.
Final mix.
Not DE. What does DE mean?
Yeah, the DE final mix, like that's like the whole thing, the whole thing of it.
Oh, okay.
DE, I'm Xenoblade coded. DE is definitive edition for Xenoblade. Final mix is like the definitive edition for Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Gotcha. I have no idea. I just know that somebody let me borrow their Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2 when I was little. And I said, this is fun. I'm a simple man.
But yeah, I'm gonna stand by the fact that they didn't know the story they wanted to write when they were making those games.
They probably didn't. They probably had, like, ideas, but then they're like, oh, fuck, we actually have to do something with this. Because whenever, like, games are in development...
It did too well. Now we gotta make a whole series out of it.
Yeah, whenever games are in development, like, they get ideas that are usually, like, left on the floor, you know? Like, they don't ever put them in the actual game. And then sometimes they're like, let's sneak some stuff in there. And then they're like, oh, fuck, we gotta do something with these now. So I would believe that they probably, like, had some, like, cutting floor ideas that, like, didn't make it. And then when they got the second game, they're like, oh, okay, maybe we can like put these in now. But I don't think they were as fleshed out, I feel like. But I don't know. I'm just saying shit. I wasn't there. I'm just a little guy. I don't know that which is Kingdom Hearts.
I also don't like how the Disney worlds are kind of pointless. You just go through all the Disney worlds, and then the plot actually happens when you do all the Disney worlds.
I think the Disney worlds are really fun.
Yeah.
I think they're really stupid and they're pointless, but I think they're fun. Sometimes it's okay for things to be dumb and fun.
I guess. I think it's just because I played too many RPGs where like all the things have to come together and there isn't like a misstep in the actual story. They're like forced side quests. That's basically what they remind me of.
I like the side quests. There's like I don't know. The only like real, at least in the first one, the only real like connection to the Disney ones is like, oh, we need the princesses because they're pure of heart or some shit. But I mean, they didn't have to be Disney characters. They could have just been whatever.
Yeah, like one of them was like Kyrie, I think.
Yeah.
Who was not a princess, but you know.
It was pure. Well, I mean, neither is Alice of Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, right.
And they stole her.
That's like another plot point that wasn't really spoken of at all in Kingdom Hearts 2, so I don't know if that'll become a plot point again in the future.
The pure of heart thing?
Yeah, the princesses of heart.
I thought it was less that they were of heart and more that they were pure of heart. But maybe I'm not sure. It was just they just are like we took them. Cuz not all of the worlds had like a princess or like had a pure of heart person.
So there was like the Tarzan world that didn't have one.
Yeah, they didn't steal
Halloween
Jane.
Town doesn't have one.
Nope. They do not. They have like the Hercules one doesn't have one either. It just you just get to fight Cloud and Sephiroth and just get your fucking ass handed to you. Alright, well thank you for hanging around, Dorako. I hope you have a good day.
I was supposed to do it over the weekend, but none of the Kingdom Hearts crew were going to be around, so I didn't get to fight Sephiroth.
Are you still playing the first one? The first game?
I just beat the second game not too long ago, but they all want me to fight Sephiroth, which I will win eventually.
And this is in the second one or the first one?
Sephiroth is in the first and second one.
Yeah, well that's what I'm asking, which one you're gonna beat.
Oh, it's gonna be the second one.
Oh, okay. I'm more familiar with the first game, I think. I also had the, like, 360/2 or whatever for the DS.
That one we had to watch in the Final Mix collection because it's not really playable anymore.
What?
I believe
you can't
so.
Play it?
Soreth, if you're still there, or any other Kingdom Hearts person, you can't play 368 over 358 or whatever. The fraction game.
The fraction game.
I don't think you can play. We could only watch the cutscenes.
What the fuck? I like that game. You can, it's just not from the version. Okay.
Gotcha.
So yes and no. I got the I might still have the game, like the game on on the DS. I would have to look at my. I'd have to go to my mom's house. I didn't pick it up. I only went and I saved my Professor Layton games because I was scared that they'd get in trouble. I also don't know if I even have that game. I felt like I let someone borrow it and they never returned it, which would be very sad if that was the case. Unconfirmed. Might be safe.
The only one you can't ever play a game is Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Okay, that was the one I was thinking of. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say, did you ever answer your hear me out? I know you said that you just agreed.
Oh, not really. But this doesn't have anything to do with like animation. But there is a video game. It's a Metroid game called Other M.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will not deny that game was absolutely awful. It kind of ruined Samus's character, and I'm glad they went back to just having her being a stoic badass. However, I think they should give that gameplay try again.
So you liked the gameplay of it, but not the story arc.
Yes, the gameplay, there's something there. You can make a good Metroid game. They just didn't handle it very well, I don't think, because there was basically a button to dodge everything. You just press that button, you dodge. If you fix that, and then maybe like put it in a proper Metroid setting, instead of like just on a ship, you would have probably a really good game on your hands, I would think.
I mean, there's tons of games that have like dumb story and fun like game concept. Like,
Yep.
Actually, I mean, I don't even think that this is like a dumb story, but I don't know if anyone even knows that this game exists or ever existed, because it set itself up to have a sequel, and then it just like completely bombed. It's a game called Never Dead. It's about a guy that, like, the whole gameplay is you, like, rip your own limbs off to, like, get to puzzles and shit. Like, there's a full mechanic where you have to roll your own head through, like, vents and shit.
That kind of sounds a little awesome.
It's so fun. A vor game? No.
That's Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
There we go. Do you know, you don't eat yourself. You just rip off your limbs. It's a little different. Let me make sure it's that's what I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, it's this. Like, it's such a, like, it's a silly game. Like, it does not take itself seriously, but it has, like, a fun kind of, like, Devil May Cry feel to it. Like, it has that kind of vibe. Like, it has kind of, like, serious tones, but it still has, like, the over-the-top ridiculous action sequences and shit. And you can literally, like, beat people to death with your own arm. Like, come on now. And you just, like, pop it back into place.
So, are you like a zombie in that game or an undead? That's why it's called Never Dead?
I would have to. I mean, he is like an undead. The implication is that he's been around for like a long time. I cannot remember his full deal because I have not played it probably like around since the game came out. And that was in, it looks like 2012, so it's been like many years since that game came out. And it set itself up to be like, oh, we're gonna have a prequel. And then it just ate shit and nobody played it, so it never got a sequel. but it was cool. I don't remember like what his deal was, but all he would have to do is like do the Wolverine thing and just, or like even the Deadpool thing more specifically, just like put his head back on, it'll just grow back. But all of his like limbs and stuff can like, as long as, no, I think that they can interact independently. So like his head can be like across the world and his body can be doing like other shit. In the game, it's not really specified like when that is allowed, because sometimes when you're just like ahead, your body will just like lay down, but also like his body will actively put his head back on. So it's not like super specific, and I think like his arms and stuff can move independently. Not sure. I would have to I have not played it in so long, but I liked it, and I wish it got more of a something.
More of a following?
More of a following, yeah. Or just any following at all. Yeah. I feel like
nobody. If you were to hand off Metroid to maybe FromSoft, they would be able to make a better Metroid game instead of Team Ninja, who is doing it.
I don't like FromSoft games.
That's okay.
They're hard, and I don't like when my games are hard. But I guess Metroid games are known as to be like kind of more difficult games, so I do think that a Metroid game being given to like a studio that kind of specializes in that wouldn't be a bad they wouldn't be in bad hands. Like I agree that they probably do a good job.
Yeah. Now, currently the 2D Metroids, those are in good hands with Mercury Steam. Perfectly, well, I wouldn't say perfectly, but like they're decently hard. I certainly had a lot of hard times with it, but like up until that Metroid game, I've never really died in a Metroid game because I always thought of myself as pretty good at them. But then Dread comes around, and it's actually pretty punishing. Are you gonna say something?
I ate a tomato, so I was putting my face away from the mic. I like how Dread looks. I don't play many Metroid games, but I know that in general, like, Metroidvania games are viewed to be kind of like more difficult in nature.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Metroid Prime, all three of them, I never died once, except once accidentally on purpose. Because
we're like, this is probably going to kill me, but I want to see what happens, kind of thing.
It was like I see what kind of happens. Like I have all of the energy tanks. Like how much damage would this actually do? And I was like in a turret, and if that turret blows up, you die.
Just straight.
It doesn't matter. Yep, straight dead. Does not matter if you had all the energy tanks or not.
You're like, well, shit. I guess I learned something today.
But luckily, it was just for experiments and not like actual gameplay. I was sure to save beforehand.
Yeah, that's the important part. Like, you don't get completely like shafted because you're like, I want to see what this does. It's like, no. you can perish and like it though.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I am looking for a fist.
Can't help you. Use Machop, Machamp, Chomp.
Their
Machone.
hand might be a little too big. We're looking for something human.
A human hand, not big.
Right.
Lieutenant Surge. Is that too big? I don't even
It
know.
might be the right size, but yeah, I'm looking at Lieutenant Surge right now.
I don't know if he has a fist.
He's not even making a fist, and that's what's hard about it.
I thought that maybe he, just given his demeanor, he would have a little fist. But
I'll use this hand for one of my parts, though.
Nice. I helped. Do you have, like, a trope in anime that you're like, let's be done with this?
I'm trying to think of an example, because I do have a few of them.
I gotcha. I mean, aside from, like, obvious, like, lolly bullshit, I'm also now trying to think of, like, a trope in anime that I'm not about. Most tropes, I'm kind of like, chill.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care if I was gonna say, I don't really care if there's, like, a kid character. Just don't do weird stuff.
Yeah, nobody cares if there's a kid. Everyone cares when there's, like, the weird shit happening. You know what you're doing, stop. But I was gonna say, I think we can retire the, like, pervy old man trope.
Yes.
I think we're good. I think we have enough. I think we're good. I think we've met our quota of pervy old man in anime that are, like, used for laughs. Like, oh, he got slapped, hee hee. I think we're good. Like, I don't think they should never exist, but I just think that maybe we should move in a different direction.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, pervy old guys, like pervy people in general, I think.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff we just don't need anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, and again, depending on the context, I'm not opposed, but I just feel like their only real purpose is just to, like, get, like, a cheap laugh, but I'm like, does people think that funny anymore? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Now, I don't mind it when, like, someone makes, like, a pervy joke, but when that's, like, their whole character, then there's no character at all.
You're like, your whole thing is that you suck. Consider maybe being better. Being a better character. And then there's yeah, I think we're good with that. I don't think we need that anymore. I think the trope of, like, the characters being obsessed with titty size, I think we're good on that as well. Every time there's, like, a flat-chested character and it sees, like, big gazonga and then they get, like, really insecure, I'm like, girl, you don't want them back problems, come on.
Exactly.
I'm not saying we get rid of big fat titty characters. That's not the camp I live in. I'm totally fine with big fat gazonga hongas. I think they're hilarious. I'm even okay with, like, the titties having their own gravity. Like, the character stops moving but the titties don't. I'm okay with that. I don't think we need it, but I think it's benign. I don't think it's hurting anybody. It's just stupid. But the, like, insecurity about it, I'm like, nah. Let's be done with that.
think I got myself a good hand here.
Got a handle on it. What is... How do you feel about characters that are assholes? Just as a concept.
If they have a decent reason to be an asshole, fine. But if they're just an asshole to be an asshole, then why? Like, why are you always complaining that you don't have friends?
Yeah.
It's there. It's right there in front of you.
Have you considered a mirror in these trying times?
Like, there's a character in Pokemon Reborn that's like that, who's just like, oh, I'm the best because I'm the best, and you beat him every single time, and he just gets even more and more insufferable as time goes on.
You're like, please die.
Yeah. But after the game, like, after you beat the game once, he actually starts taking some advice and trying to be nice and all, and then he actually becomes one of my more favorite characters.
Nice. I do like that. I think that I like asshole characters. Hi, Despair Bear. Thank you for the little heart. I like asshole characters, but I also hate when, like, they're in shows and they face, like, no consequences for their dickery. Like you said, they're like, oh, I don't have any friends. And I'm like, yeah, because you're a dick. Or, like, the anime just, like, acts like they're not an asshole. Like, they go around and, like, are shitty and terrible, and then no one around them says anything about it, and they're just like, oh yeah, you're great, and we love you. I'm just like... Yeah,
Shield Hero does that with the spear guy. I don't know if you've seen that one, but he's like he's like a pervy guy and an asshole at the same time.
My favorite combination.
And, like, everyone in the show, like all the citizen stuff, they like think he's like the coolest person ever, and the Shield Hero is bad because he's the Shield Hero. No one likes a Shield Hero.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Like the Shield Hero always keeps showing him up, and like the spear guy just does not get it. You can't see that the partner girl he's with is like the embodiment of evil.
Oh shit. Oops.
Because I guess the power of boners is stronger, I guess.
It's like, but strong. I don't know how Shield Hero works, so I don't know, like, the significance of, I guess, the power-up thing you're talking about.
Yeah, it started off pretty good. Like, as if he was going to have to, like, earn his way to the top there, like, for the first 4 episodes, and then it just gets to normal isekai after that.
You're like, I was kind of disappointed. Much promise.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That is pretty rough. I hate whenever, like, anime, like, I'm like, oh shit, and then animes will do, like, a 160 or a... Yeah, 160, and then they completely change what they're about, and I'm like, oh, so you hate me, and you want to be shitty, and you don't want me to like this. Got it.
Yeah. The plot kind of, like, got a little too big for its britches, and like I started adding, like, oh, there's this other world that's threatening our world, and in order to save our world, you're probably gonna have to sacrifice the other one, and the other world is like, well, we don't want to die either, and most of them are pretty good people.
They turn it into, like, a trolley problem.
Yeah, it's just like, why couldn't it have just been, like, just about the Shield Hero redeeming the name of the Shield Hero and saving the world?
Because no.
Yeah, because no. That's
Did you consider?
pretty much it.
Did you consider because no? Ohio.
I'm just saying, I probably could have maybe written a better story myself, but I've never actually written a story, so.
Fair enough. I will say it is harder, but then I'm like I am a big writing hater. I hate the act of writing, even like typing up. I don't like writing. I like I guess storyboarding works for me, but I just don't like it. I don't like it. I just am like, just get my thoughts onto written without me having to do it. I don't want.
I think I would be pretty good at writing. Yeah.
I've been told
it's like
I'm okay.
It's like my whole lore would be written out, but I think writing was probably like my best skill back in my school days. I will always remember this, but I managed to make my English teacher cry because I was actually really good at writing and no one else was.
Aww. That's very sweet though. You're like, oh thank God. Something good to eat. I will say that like I wrote like a poem or something, and it was like an assignment. So you had to make a book and you had to write certain poems, but you were also supposed to include just poems that you like. And you had to like put them together and be like, and like format them nicely and stuff like that. And then whenever, because you would have to like trade off your shit to people and like get it checked or whatever, like peer review in school. And they were like, oh, you didn't put the name of like the poet here. I was like, I didn't think you had to do that if you wrote it. And they're like, oh, you wrote it? I was like, yeah. What? Like they just straight up thought that I just ripped someone's poem and didn't like put their name. I'm like
these days, like, did you make AI write this for you? Is like, no, is it that bad?
Yeah, is it that bad? You love writing. I like storytelling. It's the putting the thing on the paper that I don't like as much. But I definitely respect the hell out of like writers and people who are more capable of doing that in an eloquent kind of way. Because it simply just could not be me.
Yeah, if I like knew the rules of Dungeons and Dragons, I bet I could like make some pretty good scenarios and stuff for the people to play in.
Yeah. And some people like with like D&D, I think a lot of people like I think a lot of people play it for different reasons. Some people like combat and some people really like the role-playing aspect. I feel like most people are more about like the role-playing, but there are definitely people who just want to like use their little characters to beat ass. Hey Robin. Thank you for lurk. I have been booped. But it's a fun time. I've only done like one-off sessions, but I bet you could make like a pretty good just like random one-off like role-playing type thing. If you were ever interested, of course.
Yep. Like, I do have like one VTuber friend. They're pretty popular, so they would probably like need to find time, but I would like to know how to play or write D&D from them.
I mean, I'm sure they're busy, but I mean, if they're your friend and all, you can be like, hey, you can always like work to plan stuff with people.
Yeah. If ever redeem something for D&D, you'll be first in line to be a player.
Aw.
Yeah, I bet I could like write maybe like a Pokemon style D&D thing where maybe I don't even have to go by the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. I could go by the rules of Pokemon instead because I know that way better.
Yeah, I think that
And all the numbers there are and stuff are already there.
you could definitely do something like that. That's kind of crazy. Like, that feels like it would almost be more work. But I think as long as you, like, put some kind of, like, system in... Oh, there's a tabletop RPG. Cool. So you could... It sounds like you could definitely do something like that. That sounds fun. Sounds like it would be fun to plan out. Let's see. I need to make my line work a little thinner. I'm accidentally thickening it up. I got my chunky lines. Unchunk the lines. Unchunk the lines.
And maybe we can try and set something up, Ribby. Set me up as a character, and it probably have to be before outfit here because I might break the game a little bit.
Oh, I see what you mean. You can nerf yourself in the character builder.
Sure. maybe I can.
You don't think so?
Well, considering that these flames of mine have the capability to destroy things at the atomic level, or me being able to stop time, having a sword that has no regard for range.
Yeah.
I might be a little busted.
Just take those attributes off, and then you'll just have like a regular sword.
Okay. We can do that.
I think you can nerf yourself. It's not really you, it's just your little fella. And you level up, and maybe it's like one of those isekais where you have to start back at level 0 and then learn your stuff back up.
Yeah, possibly.
You can make it work
like that.
I have faith in your creative abilities. And then Rebby's gonna help you, so I bet he can facilitate the nerfing of Kirk. I believe. I'm realizing I never posted my schedule. Oops. I made it. And I exported it, and I never posted it. It sounds like you need is a custom class. I know somebody who, like... I guess, I don't know if it's a custom class. Again, like, I'm pretty D&D ignorant as well. But I know that they made, like, a cowboy character with, like... some kind of something. I don't remember. There was, like, a word for, like fake gun type user. Maybe it was more like a fire wizard or whatever. And then I just kind of was like, this is your gun. I'm like, cool. And it was just fire. I was like, I want to be a gun. A gunslinger? Oh, probably. That sounds correct. I didn't know.
It's a funny looking staff you got there. It's like a very special staff. It's called a boomstick.
It's my boomstick. You filthy savages. I love.
And it casts non-magic missile.
Non-magic missile, just a bullet. I tried to just make the character from One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest, but then I made it a cowboy. But I know that my goal was, your first character you played was a gunslinger, spell slinger, cat girl, used a flintlock gun, and also had magic missile. That's cute. I only got to play with that character like one time, and I never got to play with it again, which was sad. But I liked playing. The issue is that the people I was playing with, like, I didn't know them very well, so I was like kind of shy. But I was trying to do like role play. I was trying to be a big tough guy, have be a cowboy. And then I tried to like do like the accent, but then people didn't know what I was saying, and I was like, meh. Now stop talking in an accent so people understand me, but I had less fun. I wanted to be a cowboy. Shit, we can't understand you. The first thing you did, and that was seduce the DM's NPC. Oh my gosh. I played a one-off where I was a changeling before I knew what changelings were. I thought they were literally like Ditto. And then, I just kept fucking everything. Like, I just turned into like a fuck machine. And then also I would, because I thought I was a Ditto, so I would like go into like the crevices and like just blow them up from the inside. Like, one person had a little axe, and there was a guy in like armor, and they like axed through the armor, so I used my little Ditto character to like go through the axe wound and blow them up from the inside. And then throughout the rest of the one-off, I was inside of their little armor corpse.
Yeesh.
It was fun. I just imagined them like with the viscera with like the Ditto face. So it was just like absolute horror, but just like little fucking emoji smile. I think that was the first time I actually ever did D&D. So I didn't... The DM was very nice because they're like had to deal with my dumbass, and they're like they let me do whatever I wanted as long as like the character was actually already dead. So they're like, it doesn't really matter as long as the character's dead. So if you want to go through the wound and explode, that they're already dead, so it doesn't really matter. But they were like, you have to get to that point. Like, cool. Start of the second session. Have to look at that later, if it'll let me. Oh, okay, never mind. I can look at that now. I was like, if it was, I assumed it was a video. Oh no! He wouldn't do anything productive. That is productive. Flirting is productive.
I need to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Nah, you live blog your games sometimes. That's really cute. Do you like Homestuck, Rabby? Or do you just like that character? You've been doing that a lot? I like little bloggy blogs. I don't get a chance to look at stuff like that a lot. You like Homestuck? I like Homestuck. It wasn't like a call out or anything. I used to be a big fan. I'm still a big fan of Homestuck. I'm just not caught up. I know that they started it back up, and I just haven't touched any of the new stuff. I played the like Hive Swap game. What do you mean? Am I wrong? I thought somebody told me that there's like I guess it's like different characters, so it's more of a spin-off. But I played the Hive Swap game, and Hive Swap was really fun. I only played the first chapter. I know there's more now. I don't remember what the new one is called. It's not a TV show. What? It looks like you literally... I don't know if this is, like, official.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, this looks like it's official. There's... Oh, there's like a...
You were talking about?
Out of here, cookies. We were talking about, Homestuck.
Oh.
There's some... There's Homestuck, Hive Swap Friend Sim, there's Epilogues, whatever Peter Quest is, and then there's Beyond Canon, which I guess is like Homestuck 2. Hi, Groovy!
Oh. Hope you're doing well, Groovy.
Oh, they started it again? I know there's like a weird epilogue. I have Hive Swap, but you never played it. Hive Swap's fun. It kind of follows something else entirely. It's more like a point-and-click adventure game. I think Homestuck ended pretty good, pretty decently. I never read all the epilogues, but I did finish the original run.
Gaming on your own? Cool.
Did you do on your own? Missed it. Oh, just gaming on your own. Hehe, I can't read. But yeah, I heard that it's a new thing. Yeah, I think I was. Was I a fan when they broke the Newgrounds? Yeah, I remember that they had to like get a news server to host all of the like acts or whatever because they were just so fucking massive and then like would just keep breaking shit, which was crazy. I tried to read them as they came out after I got caught up because I didn't start reading Homestuck when it first came out. Yeah, I didn't start reading it when it first came out. I think I started reading it... Oh gosh, I don't know. It was pretty far along, so I had a lot of reading to catch up on. But it's fun. It's fun. Little Homestuck.
I didn't have a whole lot of online shows that I watched during those times. I was like, so every time I would get grounded from playing video games, I would watch video games instead.
And that was okay.
When other people would, yes,
You'd watch, like,
that was
Let's
okay
Plays?
because yes, honestly, my parents really didn't know the difference. They just thought I was learning stuff on my computer.
I mean, you're learning how someone else plays a video game.
Yeah. I didn't really quite get it, but I wasn't complaining because I would just get to watch people do Minecraft.
Roller coasters.
Well, not roller coasters, like adventure maps, like with like little stories to them.
Oh, fun.
And they would do parkour or like actually advance the plot a little bit. Skyrim was like also another big one where I watched people play things.
You said Skyrim?
Yeah.
I never played Skyrim.
I never had it
I think it's funny when they have the mods.
But at the time, I didn't have it myself, so... But it looked like a game right up my alley.
That's very fair. I mean, it has so many re-releases and stuff. Oh, were you interested at all in the Oblivion game that came out?
I want to play that game. But I think I'm going to do Expedition 33 first. And Rebby, I do know someone named Ant Venom before they even started doing Minecraft. Because they were a RuneScape person before.
Ah. I thought you were like, that was my best friend in high school.
Nah.
That'd be pretty funny. That's crazy.
Yeah. But I knew... I watched Ant Venom's RuneScape stuff before we started doing Minecraft stuff. You know, that's like... I don't know that skin that he uses for Minecraft. That's his RuneScape character.
Aww, that's cute. They have the crossover.
And the same was true for actually Sky the Kid. Sky does Minecraft. Really unfortunate what happened to him, by the way. But he was also another RuneScape person before doing Minecraft and got really popular with that.
Did he die?
He didn't die. He's like, his life got ruined.
Oh no, poor bud.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how much of it was his fault, but he really fell from grace.
Oof. You hate to see it. Was there anything else? We're a little bit over time now. I mean, obviously, I assume you're still going to be streaming for a bit.
Yeah, I'm actually almost done with this thing.
Oh, nice.
I just need to make a snake tail, all that sorts of things.
Well, you could get
other things.
Was there anything?
This is
you
actually an
wanted
Arbok.
Oh, Arbok works too. I was close. I was gonna say, is there anything that you wanted to mention? Any other animated related things you wanted to mention? And if not, did you have anything you would like to plug? Any recent activities or any things that you might have planning in the future?
So, as for plugs, I do pixel art. If you come over to my stream, you'll be able to see me making this pixel dude here. You can get pixel art for free by just watching me. So you could get channel points, and for 10,000 points, I'll make you a sprite, just like the one I'm making here. Or if you go even further, I can give you a pixel art animation. Further than that, you get a pixel art standee. You have to be in America though, because shipping across the cross country is not cheap.
Yeah, that is fair.
And then, like, for 100,000 points, I can make you a whole sprite set to put into a Pokemon fan game.
Yay! Or if you're just really into RPG Maker.
Yeah.
Shove it on in there. Also, for YouTube viewers, Kirk you should be able to click his little name if you want to see. He has a lot of shorts for his pixel art. I know there's not a lot of people on YouTube are big fans of like Twitch format. So if you wanted to see what Kirk's pixel art is, he made his own little reactive image. And also you can see more of his pixel art on his shorts. He has what are those called? Speed paints, speed art.
Yeah. Really not speed arts. It's just me holding down the undo button and then playing it in reverse for the actual video.
Crazy. It doesn't have like a record function that you can start before you start?
As far as I know, it does not.
That's...
Unless Sam, the person who got me to try a sprite, knows of like an actual record thing that there is. Yes, I'm not spamming the undo button, I'm just holding it down, which is a lot easier on the hands.
Alright, I'm trying to... There's an Asprite record, cumbersome, and records undo. I don't know if that's an issue. But it says that there is such a thing as an Asprite record. I don't know if it's like something, if it's like a third-party thing, or if it's something you would have to, if it's like built in and you just like haven't found it. Or if it is like I said, it might be a third-party thing. I just did a quick Google and people were like, "Can you do this?" And they were like, "Oh, you can use this sort of." I know that there is a third-party thing.
There's
on
probably
itch.io.
there's probably something out there, but
Yeah.
the way I do it is that it works for me.
Yeah,
Because it's pretty simple and clean. It doesn't always like show your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you probably should like have those shown, just like, so I'm not perfect, but it will always bring up the proper pixel art. As long as you don't accidentally click on the canvas after you've undone everything.
Whoops. Have you done that before?
Yes, I've done it like twice now.
Oh, that's so painful. Oh, lordy. Edit ZP. Oh, the other Minecraft guy. He beats having to cut away breaks and stuff. I mean, if it works for you, that works for you. But like, I know that. Why is this one so loud? I know that like I use Clip Studio Paint, and if you start like a recording function, it just kind of like will speedily just record every little like, you know, mark you make, even like undos and everything. Which I don't know if some people don't like. I never considered people might not want you to see the undos. I didn't know that was like a thing people desired, but I guess it makes sense because it's just more streamlined. But yeah, thanks for coming on. I'm gonna send my what? Press the wrong button. I'm gonna send my little people over there for you. I'm gonna say goodbye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Thank you guys for hanging out, and sorry you guys got here so late. Yeah, later. And some people pop in at the end there. I'm gonna go eat more than a bowl of tomatoes.